Hey student, in this grammar in use lesson, I'm going to show you the difference between the verb mean plus gerund and mean plus infinitive and how to use them in conversations the same way native speakers do. If you don't know me very well, hello, I am Teacher Prix and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Here on my channel, I help pre-intermediate and intermediate students. My goal is to make you go from stuck to speaking in 6 months. That's why every week I am here posting different lessons. So make sure to subscribe. Now, guys, mean plus gerund, mean plus infinitive, they are different and I'm going to show you the difference. And as I said before, well, this is a channel where I get to help pre-intermediate and intermediate students. And at this level, we will need to go back to grammar lessons, to vocabulary lessons, maybe words that you already know. I imagine you already know the verb mean. There are many translations actually. But today, I'm going to focus on 2 different uses of the word mean and how the translation changes just because you're using gerund or using the infinitive form, okay? The base form, 2 plus, when I say the infinitive, I mean the next verb. That's what I mean, okay? Now, moving on. Mean plus gerund. That expresses what the result of an action will be or what will be necessary. So in this case, guys, the word mean can be replaced by the word, I'm trying to say world, it's word. So in this case, when I use mean plus gerund, the translation, the idea of mean becomes involve. And there are examples here. I created a few examples that will make this easy for you to understand. So look at the structure. I will use mean plus gerund. So any other verb that comes next to mean will have the ing form. So look, if you decide to live in Italy, that'll mean starting from scratch and living away from everyone you care about, okay? Now here, I can express the 2 ideas. So expresses what the result of an action will be. So that's the result. If you go to Italy, you will start from scratch. And what is to start from scratch? Starting everything again. Making new friends, getting to know different people. So that's what's going to happen. So if you decide to move to Italy, I tell myself that, Priscilla, if you decide to go to Italy for 6 months, girl, starting from scratch. That'll mean starting from scratch. Do you want that? I don't know. And then here I say, and living away from everyone you care about. So it involves living away from people you love. So that means living away from everyone you care about. So would you consider living away, from all the people you love, moving to another country and staying away from all the people you care about? That's an interesting question. Not everyone is willing to embark on the journey of getting to know the different people, staying away from the people they already know. So that is quite challenging. I think so. So here, as I said, moving to Italy will require starting everything again and staying far from family. So that is pretty harsh. Okay, pretty hard, actually. Now, more examples. And there's a double E examples. Again, so here let me just try to fix this. I absolutely love fixing my slides because you guys are watching this right now, and I want to make sure that you get the very best. That's life. So here, as you can see on the screen, we have a few more examples with verb mean plus the gerund, okay? So look at this one. We can buy this game for you, but that'll mean not taking you to that concert you want. Which one do you want? Which one do you prefer? Okay, so look at the scenario, and this is a negative one. You can see that I can also use the gerund, but with negative, okay? So look at the structure. We can buy this game for you, but that'll mean not taking you to that concert you want. So you see, I use you will mean, that'll mean, or you will mean, it means, or it'll mean, or that'll mean, and then the word not, and then the verb in the ing form, in the gerund form. So that'll mean not taking you to that concert you want. tough one. So let's imagine a situation. A child is asking their parents, oh, please, 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 please buy that game for me. I really want the game. Everybody has a game. Everyone is playing that game. So I gotta have it. And then the mother cleverly answers, well, we can buy that game for you that you really want. But that don't mean not taking you to that terrible concert you want to go. Which one do you prefer? You are a big boy. You make the decision. That's called negotiation. Parents have to go through this. They have to negotiate because, in my view, we cannot give children everything they want. I think there is beauty in saying no to our children, not out of selfishness or out of ego, but out of love, to show them that this is life. Sometimes we have to make choices and we have to let go of one thing so that we can have another, but we can't have both ways every time. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? If we can spoil our child, we should spoil our child. Well, let me know what you think. Another example. We could ask Jane to finish this project, but that means including another department in the process, and I am not sure our manager wants that. Booyah. Now, guys, this example is, okay, so we're working on this project, and then there's Jane. Maybe we need help, but Jane is from a different department, and if we ask her for help, that will involve bringing someone from a different department in the process. And we are not sure. We don't know if our manager wants that. So we got to ask the manager. We got to talk to him. Okay? We got to see if it's okay to bring another person from a different department. It's the same company, but different departments. Maybe we can't do that. So you see, we could ask Jane to finish the project, but that means including another department in the process. And I'm not sure our manager wants that. True. Now, guys, one thing that I recommend you do with this lesson and with every lesson I give here on my channel, grammar lessons, reading lessons, any lesson that I give for free on my YouTube channel, there are more than 700 lessons for you to use and make the most of it. Now, what I teach my babies in my academy, and they get much closer to me, they have much more access to me as their instructor, as their teacher, is to learn a lesson, I must use it. So every time you sit down to study and you watch a grammar lesson or a vocabulary lesson, your next step is to use what you study. So if you truly want to master your fluency and feel more confident and remember the words, this should be part of your process. So you watch this lesson, okay, you learned mean plus gerund. Now you have to create your examples. With my students in the academy, in the grammar part, in the vocabulary part, they create examples. As you can see here on the screen, it's a screenshot. It's small, but you get the idea. You create your examples, and then they post to me on our platform, and I get to give them feedback. It's not an essay, a long text, but they start to create sentences using the grammar they study with me, using the vocabulary they study with me, and that's how you master your English. So make sure to do that. Other than that, before I go to mean plus infinitive, make sure to support the channel by liking, subscribing, becoming part of this gang. As I said, I'm always here with new lessons. And if you're interested, I have other courses. I have my study plan cycle. I have my listening mastery workshop that will help you in your study routine. This week, I don't know when you're watching this, but if you're watching on the release week, when I release this video, the registration for my academy is open. So I recommend you become part of the gang. Now, guys, moving on. Mean plus infinitive. That expresses an intention or a plan. Oh, so here the key word is intention, to intend. When I use mean plus gerund, it means to involve or the result of an action. So involve or it shows the result of an action. But here, when I use mean plus infinitive, it means intention, to intend, to plan. Look at the example. I didn't mean to offend you. Oh, man, maybe you were talking to a colleague or talking to someone from work, and this person was offended by something you said. It happens. maybe we say something that in our minds, it's fine, really normal. There's nothing to it. But to the person listening to us, they could feel offended. And then I can apologize and I can say, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. It was not my intention to offend you. So I am really sorry about that. It was not my intention to offend you. Okay? So that is one possibility. So this means it was not my intention to offend you. What do you mean? Now, guys, more examples. Did you really mean to give me this present? So maybe my friend looks at me and she gives me this special present. She's like, Priscilla, this is for you. And I'm like, wow, this is, oh my goodness. Did you really mean to give me this present? Thank you so much. Did you really plan to do this? Was it really your intention? Yes. I was definitely thinking of you. You know, you deserve it, girl. You know, I like you so much. Thank you. Now, another example. Did you mean, she meant to help you, but instead made your life worse. So she meant to help. She planned to help. She intended to help. It was her intention to help. But instead, she made your life more difficult. She made your life worse. This happens sometimes. I think this happens especially with kids and family and friends. Little kids, they are very, very helpful. They willingly offer to do things to help you. But as they're helping, as they mean to help you, they create chaos around you. You know, they could destroy things, you know, in a split second. And that's really bad. Anyway, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Very common sentence. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to offend you. It was not my intention. I didn't intend to do this. Okay? And finally, I didn't mean to call you. Sorry, it was an accident. So maybe this happens to my father a lot. My father calls me a lot, okay? But I think 90% of the calls are an accident. So I'm like, hey, Dad, did you call? No, I didn't mean to call you. It was an accident. Sorry. I was sitting on my phone. I don't know how this happened. Do your parents have that challenge too? They accidentally call you, or maybe they never call you. Like, no, my parents, no, they never call me. You know, we never talk. You know, maybe. So I didn't mean to call you. I didn't intend to call you, but it happened. It was an accident. Sorry about that. There you go, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure to check the links in the description of this video, get your study plan cycle, or join my academy if it is the registration week. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.